Hey, today's topic is going to be centered around globalization. So, what the heck is globalization? Now, to put it in simple terms, globalization is pretty much things from each part of the world coming together and intertwining. And this can be done in the form of cultural, economic, and political globalization. So, what the heck do those mean? I'll start with the cultural side of globalization. Did you know that Japan has embedded KFC, that's right, the Colonel Sanders himself, into their culture during Christmas? Yeah, all that means is that Japanese people like to eat at KFC during Christmas, nothing big. And that would be an example of cultural globalization, how parts of the United States culture is a part of Japan. Or another example could be cars. Have you ever been trying to sleep, but you have annoying neighbors that own those stereotypical Honda Civics that are slammed to the ground and sound like an angry mountain goat trying to clear its nose? No diss to the JDM folk out there. No, but seriously, Honda originated in Japan, and once again, that would be Japan globalizing its cars over to the US. This could also be an example of economic globalization because these cars that originated from Japan are being sold on the marketplace over in the US. I know I've been talking about Japan a lot lately, so we can also talk about other countries and how we all have different traits, and how the global market in general is just one big euphemism for economic globalization. Last but not least, we can address the political side of globalization. This would include things like pacts between nations or alliances, but it could also include enemies across the world, like the Allied and Axis powers from the infamous World Wars. To sum it up, it's really just politics on a global scale. So, who benefits from all this globalization? Well, you do if you like other parts of the world, but money-wise, that would go to all the big corporations and companies. Alright, so economically, from a US perspective, it's easy to buy marketable things from China where they can mass produce products for cheap. Okay, corporations, blah blah blah, but who gets the other end of the stick, or who is challenged by globalization? These would be corporations seen as weak, and those that won't be looked at and invested in because they're not what people want to be buying around the world. Yeah, sad, I know. Let me play a song on the world's smallest violin. To conclude, globalization is a concept of the world sharing different parts of itself to another part. I mean, if you think about it, you see this all the time with the rise of K-pop, anime, literally anything in the part of a world that's in a different place than where it's from. So anyway, that's globalization in a nutshell. Later.